The humble diesel has come a long way in recent years. In fact, nowadays it's so sophisticated we even find it under the bonnet of hot hatches, like this one, the Audi A3 TDI. Despite its rather striking hot hatch looks, under there lurks a diesel. But is it enough to entice drivers of traditional hot hatches? And to find out, we've pitched it against this, possibly the king of the modern day hot hatch. It's the Peugeot 306 GTI 6. This Peugeot betrays its performance hatch roots immediately. Straight away it feels light, nimble, agile and very fast. You do need all 6 gears on offer though to take advantage of the power delivery, which is very peaky to say the least. We're talking narrow power band here. And to scrub that speed off, the brakes are excellent, very efficient, though perhaps not as much feel as there could be when it comes to stopping in a bit of a hurry. The interior is definitely racy with plenty of shiny bits, and it does surround you nicely, but it does perhaps feel a little on the flimsy side. That the driving position is great, you really do feel in control of this thing. Above all, it really does feel like a very, very hot hatch. Okay, so it is an awful lot of fun, but then it is a hot hatch, possibly the hottest, so that's precisely what we'd expect of it. The big question is, what are we going to get out of our diesel friend here? Come on, my old bus, let's see what you got. The Audi's diesel engine makes itself felt immediately upon pulling away, mostly because the power comes in straight away from as low as 1500 RPM, with peak power coming in at probably about 4000 RPM, but it'll rev right through to 4.5 or even close to 5, which does give the impression of a much bigger rev range. But this is a different kind of speed. Whereas the Peugeot is fast and frantic, the Audi is about making swift, comfortable and easy progress. It's a much more relaxing car to drive fast. Take the time to look around and soak up that cabin ambiance, and there's no doubting the roots of this car. It feels very, very well put together inside and out. You could be in a car several sizes larger. Whether you're a diesel nut or not, that is a great game. It's a lot of fun. Where would any self-respecting hot hatch be without those all-important figures? So here they are. For the Peugeot 306 GTI 6, you'll pay around £19,000. It'll scamper from 0 to 60 in less than 8 seconds and on to a top speed of 130 miles an hour. There is a price to pay though in poor miles per gallon performance. In depreciation, 3 years after you've bought it, it'll hold on to 42% of its value, and don't expect your insurance to be cheap. And so to the Audi A3 TDI SE, it'll cost a shade over £20,000 and take 10 seconds to get from 0 to 60, running out of puff at 120 miles an hour. Great MPG though, up to 54 miles from every gallon. And good news in depreciation, 3 years after you've bought it, it'll still be worth 58% of what you paid, and in the meantime your insurance will have cost you a lot less than the Peugeot. There's no denying it, the Peugeot 306 GTI 6 is the better drive. It's still the king of the hot hatches. But with Gatsos springing up everywhere, when can you really exploit all of that power anyway? What we're looking for here is fun, which the Audi A3 delivers in huge quantities. And it may sound an odd thing to say about an Audi over a Peugeot, but the A3 will in fact be the cheaper car to run over a longer term. All of which means if you're in the market for a hot hatch like this, then something like this must be a realistic value for money alternative.